Hello. What are you doing in my pantry? Can you see the chocolate spread back there anywhere? I think my boys have eaten it all again. Honestly, kind of fancied a bit of a sweet treat, and we go through so much peanut butter and jam and chocolate spread. I know. Why don't we make a 1940s ration chocolate spread together? Just for a bit of fun. So today I wanted to do a recipe with you that I have been wanting to do for quite some time now. I have no great expectations that it's going to be brilliant. However, consider we go through so much chocolate spread in our house, I thought it would be fun to try a 1940s ration chocolate spread using an ingredient that I probably don't think many of us would expect. I originally saw this on a channel called Utility Jude. She is a lovely, lovely lady who I think she's a reenactor slash wartime educator. She does a lot of things with regards to like the Ministry of Food recipes. It's not in this book. I have only seen it on her YouTube channel, which I'm going to recreate today. And the chocolate spread has only got 3 ingredients, which is so much more healthy than today's offerings. Because, I mean, even chocolate these days has got palm oils and a million things that we don't even know what that food is. But I wonder, if you think about wartime chocolate spread, obviously there's going to be some chocolate element to it, some sweet element, but the main substance, I'm really excited to try this, is potato. I can kind of see the logic here, because once you mash a potato, it could essentially be a spread. We're adding 2 other ingredients to this, and they did have a lot in the wartime. They had a lot of kind of, I don't want to say propaganda because that sounds negative, but they used to provide a lot of information for people on alternatives that you could make or how to get the most out of a potato. So this is Potato Pete. He was quite famous, I think, during the war, in little booklets that they used to give out to housewives and homemakers. So the potatoes, these are ones that I've just had hanging about. Potatoes obviously get mashed, and then to that we add sugar. All of the quantities and things will be on my blog under the recipe for this, which I will also link below. And then we're also going to add, obviously, to make it chocolatey, I've got 2 types of cocoa powder here. I've got this one, which is rich and quite dark, and this is a Cadbury's one. I think for the sake of this video, I'm going to go with the Cadbury's one because it won't be too much of a departure from normal chocolate spread. And the reason for that is that I haven't told my boys that I'm doing this. As soon as my son comes home today, I'm going to get him to try it, and I want him to actually guess what it's made from. So I'm going to peel these potatoes now, boil them up, and then we'll get mashing and I guess making the weirdest chocolate spread. So in true frugal 1940s fashion, I'm using the potatoes I have found at the back of the fridge. I don't want to make too much, so we'll see how we go with this. I think maybe 2 potatoes might be enough. I'm not expecting this to be something that we make on the regular. I've also not told my boys what's going into this. I want them to see if they can guess. The aim is going to be to get it very smooth because, I mean, there's nothing worse than lumpy mash anyway. And unfortunately, I do not have a pig. I would love a pig. Would also love chickens. Husband, take note. It's just going to go in the compost. So I'm wondering, I think maybe 1 more potato. 1 potato per person. So I'm pretty certain from the sounds of things that we are at a boil now, or very nearly. So I'm going to set a timer for 15 minutes, come back and check them at that point, and then if they completely give, then we will drain them. And considering I've got 15 minutes, it's probably about time to make my husband some lunch. Right, first we're going to pass these potatoes through a ricer. They probably would have had a moolie in the 1940s. Otherwise, they probably also could have just mashed traditionally with a masher or a fork. But I'm going to try and get it really smooth. So I'm going to put it through my potato ricer first. And then I think we're going to work it through a sieve just to make sure it's really nice and smooth, because I don't want to give the game away. I don't want it to be like primary school mashed potatoes with lumps in, because I don't think any of us will enjoy that. So I've done 1 potato per person plus 1 for the pot. those were just ones that I had hanging around the end of the bag. So in that sense, it's actually really good and really frugal. I'm going to work it whilst it's not boiling hot. It's kind of been drained for a little while now. I think it'll probably be easier to mash and essentially kind of like, I'm not expecting the sugar to melt, but I do think that if the potato is warm, there is more potential for it to be a lot smoother. So through the ricer, just going to try a bit of this to see the texture of it as well. There's still tiny bits of lumps in there, so I am going to pass it through the ricer now. The sieve. So through that, actually, I'm probably going to pass it back into that larger bowl, just because my sieve is quite wide. So, gosh, hard not doing it in the kitchen, but the lighting in my kitchen is terrible. So we're working with the situation we have at hand right now. So let's pop this back here and then essentially dump this potato through here. Maybe I should have done it in parts. I don't know. But I'm going to slowly work it through. Gosh, that's going to take forever. Maybe I will have to put this on a time lapse. I'm going to push it all through here, scrape it off the bottom to have a really smooth mash. Lovely, that's gotten there now. Made a bit of a mess. But I know the cleaner, and she'll be all right with it. So, gosh, that has really come through finely. That's amazing. So there should be absolutely zero school dinner lumps in there now. And now here comes the weird and wonderful parts. I'm going to eyeball it at the moment. That over there. I'm really nervous about this for some reason. I'm going to add probably a tablespoon of sugar to start with. I've got some fine caster sugar here, which I don't know if you know this, but caster sugar is just blended, whizzed up, granulated sugar. So there's no point in spending the extra money unless you're getting Golden caster sugar. Whew. Now, that tablespoon, which is going to be about 15 grams, I think, that is going to be quite a lot. So I'm probably only going to try half. So let's call that a teaspoon of sugar, which ration-wise, probably a good call. This is ever so strange. So I'll mix that through a little bit to begin with. And this is just insane. This is absolutely insane. I'm going to now probably, maybe should have put this through the sieve. I'm sure it'll be all right. I'll try and smooth out any lumps. I'm going to put a teaspoon, a heaping teaspoon of cocoa powder. Now it's smelling chocolatey. It's not just potato scent anymore. We'll start mixing this through. Can you see this? I'm beginning to wonder if this should have gone through the ricer at the same time. Gosh, that's really looking chocolatey now. I am surprised. Probably would have been better in a deeper bowl, but I kind of wanted the bowl to be shallow so it was more of a visual aid so you could see what was going on as well. So far we've only got, let's say, 3 medium to large potatoes, 3 or 4, sorry. 1 teaspoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of cocoa powder. This is the oddest thing. Now, we're at the point now where I'm going to try it because I'm very, very, very curious. So let's do a chef's taste. I can definitely taste the potato. It's obviously still warm, and I think with that cooled down, potentially, I can taste a tiny bit of chocolate. I'm going to put more chocolate in. There's not much sugar either, so actually I think I'm probably going to go a whole hog with a tablespoon. So another half tablespoon of sugar, so 2 teaspoons essentially, which isn't much. And then I'm probably going to add another full teaspoon of cocoa powder. If I'd have used the darker cocoa powder, I think we would have had a lot more chocolate taste. Maybe there'll be a next time. Maybe I could try it next time. I don't know. This is interesting. So I'm just wondering, is this vegan? Because we've got potato sugar, and then depending on the cocoa powder, this one has only got cocoa powder in it. So potentially this is a vegan recipe. You're getting your vegetable in. However, yes, again, not very diabetic friendly with the sugar and the potato, but I suppose in small doses it would work out. I feel like it definitely should have gone through all, well, apart from the sugar, probably the cocoa powder should have at least have been sieved in, if not to be pressed through the sieve. Oh gosh, you really need an apron, Alina. Oh well. This is interesting. This is really interesting. Kind of exciting as well. I feel like it's taken me back to when I was a kid. And you know when you used to make things out of like perfume out of rose petals? Right. Second taste test. Wow. The initial taste is like potato, but then the chocolate does come through. That's really interesting. It's not overly sweet, which I was a bit concerned about. I suppose if I added more sugar, it would be, but then I feel like we'd lose the chocolate taste. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop this in a jar for the rest of the day until after school hours. And then I'm going to make probably, I won't subject them to too much. I might just make one sandwich and, yeah, one sandwich. So look at that. Brown chocolatey potato. Yeah, I will make one sandwich, probably with some margarine as well, just to make it really authentic. And then see what they say about it. It is rather interesting. I kind of want more, which I suppose at the end of the day is not a bad sign. Right, I'll see you later. I had my very helpful assistant home from school. Of course, like any teenage boy, hungry all the time. So I'm going to make you a chocolate spread sandwich. Are you excited?
No.
Not excited. Right, it's going to be the healthiest of things because we're having margarine. Do you know what margarine is?
Isn't it like fancy butter?
It's not fancy butter. Butter is fancy. Margarine is like quite unhealthy.
I prefer the taste of butter.
Well, of course you would prefer the taste of butter. Yep. So I have made today some wartime ration chocolate spread. It's got 3 ingredients, which is healthier than normal chocolate spread, the amount of chocolate spread that you go through. So that's what it looks like. I want you to tell me what you think it is.
It looks like sorbet.
It looks like sorbet. All right, well that's
but a really bad one.
like a bad one. That's not too bad, I suppose.
Oh my goodness.
Slightly crumbly. Only 3 ingredients in here.
Is there cocoa in it?
Well, I mean, if it's chocolate spread, it's likely. Oh, something beeping in the kitchen. It's something that's likely to have chocolate in it.
That's my hat.
Well, you've got to have the taste. I'm so excited.
This looks like sardines.
Sardine.
Like pate.
Like pate. Yeah, I suppose.
Pate.
Pate. Let's get nice.
All right, that's enough.
So, I mean, it's pretty convincing, right? No, don't spell it just yet.
Right.
But it's convincing.
Do I have to eat the whole thing?
No, you do not have to eat the whole thing, but I do want your.
Should
we do it together?
No.
Should we do like a triangle each?
I didn't give consent.
You don't give you don't give consent.
No,
right.
You can have both.
Okay. So, I mean, consent. Well, I was going to hand it to you, but you're obviously very excited. I would suggest eating right from the middle rather than on the edge, just so that you get a full smack of it.
Then it's going to get all.
It doesn't matter.
I think the people will like that.
Oh, it will be funny.
Yeah.
Right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
That tastes like chocolate.
Do you not taste chocolate? I can taste chocolate now. Do you know what it is?
Oh, it's Milo or something, like Nesquik. It smells like exactly like
It does,
malt.
but that's not the main ingredient. Can you tell what the main ingredient is?
Milk? Chocolate milk?
No, the main ingredient.
Chocolate.
Well, that's pretty convincing then, if you think it's chocolate.
Something else that's making it taste worse. Is it something to do with an animal?
No, it's completely vegan.
Because all I'm tasting is this.
Margarine.
Yeah.
All right, well
It doesn't
then,
even smell it.
here, let's do this. Give me your finger. Oh, let's get a bit of this crumbly. Just take that and just have a bite. Just like it, like a cookie. That's it.
What is that?
Do you want a clue?
Yeah.
That's behind you on the dresser.
Potato.
Can you taste the potato?
Oh yeah. It tastes like roast potato. Roast potato.
Mashed potato.
Roast. Chocolate mashed potatoes.
So there's mashed potato, sugar, and cocoa powder. Is it?
Cocoa powder, sugar. That's not good.
Yeah. Is it a winner?
No.
Would you ever want me to serve that again?
No. Why did you make so much?
Because that was the size of the potato I had.
That smells normal, but it doesn't taste normal.
Do you think if we added more sugar or more
Cocoa.
it's obviously not that bad if you keep going back to it.
I don't know why I am.
You're hungry. Well, don't waste that. Not a winner. What would you give it out of 10?
0.
0?
Is this what it's from?
No, it's not from that.
It's got potatoes.
I know it's got a potato on the front cover of that. But would you eat it? You wouldn't eat it again?
If I was in the middle of a war, I would.
Well, yeah. Am I
Well,
putting Nutella on the shopping list this week? It's not that bad.